Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is another holster review, like there aren't a ton of them out there, and it is pretty much going to be about Kydex holsters, and it's going to be pretty much about Kydex holsters for a P320. If you're not interested in those two subjects, stop watching now, because that's what this is about. I'm going to go left to right here, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that you see on the table. I am a big Kydex holster fan. Why? Because I like the molded holster that, you know, is a real secure fit to the weapon, and it isn't going to change. It's also less impact on the environment, for lack of a better way of putting it. Leather holsters, they wear. A Kydex holster will wear, but it'll take quite a bit longer to do. But let's go ahead and not beat ourselves up too much with all that jabberish, because I don't want to make this too long, because you won't watch it if I do. First, let's stop with this right down here. This is a Hazard holster. It's, you know, you can pretty much make it any shape or size you want to make it, and it'll fit just about any gun. And the nice thing about this is this is for like inside of a backpack or something. It's a handy little holster. You can use it with almost anything. It doesn't work so well if you get it to fit correctly on most guns with a light adapted to it, but other than that, it's not bad. It's a pretty good holster. So I don't use it much, but I have that flexibility. Now, I said this is about P320s. I'm going to show you two P320s. First, be assured both guns have been cleared prior to me starting this filming. So I'm not going to go through the rack process of showing you, but I want to start from, like they said, over here to the left, and I'm going to go right. This here is the very first holster that I bought for my Sig P320. This is the first one that I bought right here. I've had this, oh my God, over 2 years plus. You can tell by the fact that it has a different slide release, which, by the way, I prefer over the new one by a lot, but that's another story. Anyway, I bought this because I wanted something that could handle both a light and a threaded barrel. And I went to Bravo Concealment, that's where I got this. And they made that holster for this gun. And as you can tell, it is a perfect fit. I mean, it's a very nice holster. It works well. The belt loops on it, on this one particular set, but you have two other choices. Here is the pancake style to pull it in tighter. And then you have one for, I think this is for a wider belt. Yes. And then these are easily changed out. I love this holster. It's a great holster for this gun with a light on it. As you can tell, this is the TLR2, which has the laser on it. So I was very, very pleased. I've been very, very pleased with this holster. Now, what's the downside? Bravo Concealment has decided they're not going to make custom holsters anymore, which is what this is. They're only going to make production holsters because they can't make enough money, I guess, doing it this way, because they can't produce enough of them. So, as a result of that, they've stopped making the custom holsters, and for that reason, I probably won't be buying any more Bravo Concealment holsters. The next holster this is a Gelco ankle holster. Believe it or not, I normally carry my 26 in this on my ankle. Very comfortable, no issues at all. Off-duty weapon. You know, I can carry it in the summertime under kind of semi-baggy pants. You know, no issues at all. Very comfortable. Well, the P320, this particular P320, fits in there fine, with a standard barrel and without the light on it, it works fine. Which means I can carry a P320 in there minus all the equipment on with this. The sights don't seem to bother it because, as you can see, I got suppressor height sights on this, and it's very handy. You know, if you're wearing a t-shirt, it's hot in the summertime, you don't want to wear a big belt or anything else, it's a really good thing to carry. Now, coming across, I'm going to talk about a brand new holster, which is this one, and this is from HSGI. I have had this no more than 3 weeks, and you can see how it's built and how these got these little things to kind of hold the belt tighter. The gun, in this case, my Sig RX 320C RX is what I normally carry in this, and as you can see, it's a perfect fit. I mean, it is an absolute perfect fit for this gun. The back doesn't come up too far. It's a really nice fit. I like these kind of retention, the friction retention type of holsters. It's what I train with, so it's what I like to use, and I really like this holster. Here is one of the other things about it. I ordered it on a Friday and I had it Monday. It came in the mail. I don't know exactly where. I think I ordered it directly from G-Code, or from HSGI, which is high-speed gear, and if you aren't familiar with it, they're the ones that made all of what you see here. This is all of this belt and these tacos is high-speed gear, which I absolutely love this belt. Different story, but I love this belt. But I was really very pleased with this holster. It fits well. It stays close to the body. You don't print like you might with some of the other holsters, which I'll show you another holster I really love, but you need an exterior coat or something to wear with it. But Friday, had it Monday, perfect fit for the Sig you just saw. Now, coming across, all of this is G-Code. I am a huge fan of G-Code, if that isn't evident by what you see. I love this RTI system. This holster here is, I'm going to take it off so we can work with it. This holster here is actually for my full-size P320 RX, but it works just fine for all my other guns, and for range use, you know, a belt gun, it doesn't matter whether it's a compact or whether it's a full-size, it's great. You know, the RTI connections, it's a great holster. I pay extra for the fuzz. Yes, I know that's a bit ridiculous, but I pay extra for the fuzz. But the real big thing, when I go to the range, I frequently take different guns. Well, the benefit of this particular RTI system is, okay, this is my P320. I can use it with any of my P320s. This is my holster for my P229 Scorpion. Just slips right on there, no issue at all. So I can just, you know, mix and match, for the lack of a better way of putting it. And now the whole belt's set up with nothing more than a click in, and I'm ready to go with my P229. This holster here is for my Glocks. It works with both my 19 and my 26 just perfectly. So I can take all three of these guns to the range and never have to take the belt off me. And I can change out the holsters, and I'm good to go. Now, like I said, I'm a big fan of the RTI system. This is a carry holster. This will be a duty carry holster in the near future. It's got a paddle on it. It doesn't have the RTI on it. It's just paddled, but it holds in pretty close, and as a paddle it's easy to put on and remove. It's a little less cumbersome than this, and I do like the paddle. For me, this makes it a little more stable, but this is going to print more than what this one is by quite a bit. Again, RTI. This is the RTI paddle. There, I'm good to go. But you can tell the difference in the height right there off the bat. I use this quite a bit, this paddle, when I don't want to take this regalia with me. And then this is for Molly and whatever type of connections. It works very well for a tactical vest. You can put it on. The other thing about these, this one not so much. This one's there, but I will show you this one again. This, you see this? I can adjust the tilt on this to wherever I want it. You notice, see the holes in the back? So I can put this pretty much any way I want to put it on there, so that if I want a slight tilt to the front, I can. No big deal. I prefer it straight on. The other big advantage to this holster system is that I have a universal piece, a universal RTI connector that allows me to put most Safariland holsters and the Serpa holsters on the RTI system, which is kind of nice that G-Code did that. So anyway, those are my holsters. As I said, I'm a huge G-Code fan. I'm a huge Kydex fan. That's why you don't see any leather holsters. So, like I said, you've already watched too long if you're a leather holster person. But I wanted to show you what some of the options are. There are other companies out there. G-Code actually makes this model of holster. It's called an OSL with lights. You can get either the Surefire or the TLR1 light with holster. Okay, let me state that again. You can get a holster for a P320 Compact that will also accommodate either the Surefire X300, the Surefire XC1, or a Streamlight TLR1. I'm hoping that they will make one for the new Streamlight TLR7. That's going to be a great light. That's going to be a really dynamite light, I think, and really put some competition to Surefire. So that's it, pretty much, and I thank you all for watching. If you got any questions, you can just post them in comments below. As soon as I get them, I'll try to respond to you. Everybody have a great day.